But first at 5, we begin with the latest developments on the teacher contract dispute in Warwick.
A tentative deal was struck during a mediation session between teachers union and the school department that lasted into the early morning hours of today. And as we first showed you on Eyewitness News, live at 5 on Wednesday, parents rallied before the meeting, showing support for the teachers. And new tonight, we're learning how the agreement came together.
Eyewitness News reporter Jared Planner joins us now with that information. Jared.
Mike and Caroline, good evening. Eyewitness News here for the outcome after midnight. And while the details of the agreement are not yet public, we do know it will run until August 2020. Now, Mayor Avedizian and Vincent Regasta, who you're about to hear from, say despite the public friction that we have seen, both sides last night were very professional.
What can you tell us about?
After 2 long years and roughly 25 mediation sessions,
the parties have signed a so-called tentative agreement.
Next, it needs to be ratified
by the rank and file membership of the Warwick Teachers Union as well as the school committee.
Mediator Vincent Regasta and Mayor Scott Avedizian announcing the deal after 2 weeks of teacher absences that forced several schools to close. Parents demonstrated yesterday in support of the teachers. Did it all play a role?
I wouldn't say any one action or inaction led to this development.
2 Warwick grandparents we spoke with welcomed the agreement.
I think the teachers, they're hard workers. People don't understand that.
But they took issue with the teacher absences.
That's not the way to be.
I think that it's about time that the teachers stop putting the children's education first. I'm not impressed with the Warwick school system this year.
We know from both sides, pay raises, sick time, and class size were among the sticking points. Regasta says no one will walk away with every wish.
The best contract settlement is one that has that delicate balance of gratification and dissatisfaction.
State Education Commissioner Ken Wagner praising the breakthrough tonight, writing, "We are pleased that the Warwick School Committee and the Warwick Teachers Union have come together for the good of their students and the community at large, reaching a tentative agreement that we hope will bring to an end what has been a difficult chapter for Warwick schools." Superintendent Philip Thornton deferring to Regasta today, and we did not hear back from the union, but coming up new at 6 o'clock, more on what's next here. Live at City Hall in Warwick, Jared Planner, Eyewitness News.
After years of negotiations, protests, no confidence votes, and apparent sick-outs, Warwick teachers' quest for a new contract may finally be over. Both sides reached a tentative deal overnight. It was breaking on Eyewitness News this morning, and now we're looking into what comes next. Eyewitness News reporter Jared Planner joins us live from Warwick City Hall with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom. Jared.
Caroline, this contract expected to be drawn up over the next week to 10 days. This is not a done deal just yet.
We're directing.
After 2 years and recent weeks of teacher absences that shut down schools, tentative agreement on a Warwick teachers contract that came after midnight.
I joked when we got there, I said, I hope you're ready to spend the night because we're not leaving.
The mayor actually very graciously offered to provide food, and I overrode that and told the mayor that we do not want to make these folks comfortable.
Both men saying they went into last night not knowing what would happen. Union members and the school committee will have to ratify the contract that will be made publicly available beforehand.
We would release that, and we release a fiscal note as to exactly what the overall cost would be. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5.
We know pay raises, sick time, and class size had been hot issues. Regasta says both sides risked litigation and high costs had they failed to agree.
In the end, the contract that you make on your own is far better than a contract that's imposed.
After teacher absences on Monday led to the shutdown of 3 schools, a judge ordered that the union not engage in any work stoppage for 10 days. Well, Regasta tells us it's his expectation that that litigation will end. In Warwick, Jared Planner, Eyewitness News.